Today for Algebra 1, we are going to learn about graphing real numbers and the absolute values. This is a line. This is a number line. It has little segments and numbers. And the positive numbers start from the 0 and they go to the right. And negative numbers start from the 0 and they go to the left on a number line. The value of any number, real number, can be visually shown on a graph using a number line. And so to graph any number, a dot is placed under the number line that corresponds to the value of the number. In this case, we have a graph of -2 and a +5. Let's do the +5. It's going to be right up here. Positive is to the right of the 0. And -2 will be to the left of the 0. We will place a red dot right here. Here we have a graph of pi, which is 3.141592 ... means it goes on forever. And the best place that corresponds with the value of pi will be right up here where this red dot is. It's not exactly on 3, but to the right of 3. The labeling of a number line also depends on the size and range of the numbers used. For this example, we have to graph the number 14 on all 3 lines. And the first line, it's very easy. We have number 10, and each tick mark or segment or unit represents 1, so 14 will be right up here. The second line, we have units that go by 2s, and 14 will be right up here. And the last line, the third line, it goes by 20s. And so 14 will be somewhere between 0 and 20. As you notice, some lines are not as precise as other lines. Here we have the number 2 on a number line. What is the absolute value? The absolute value of a number is its distance from 0. In the case of a number 2, we move 2 units from 0, 2 spaces. So the absolute value of 2 is 2. Keep in mind, absolute value, we always write the number between 2 lines. Here we have the number 6 highlighted on a number line. And we had to move, the absolute value is the distance from 0 to 6. We move 6 units. The absolute value of 6 is 6. Let's make it a bit more trickier and put a dot on -2. The absolute value of -2 is 2 because we move 2 spaces from 0. Even if the number is negative, it is always written as a positive, even if the number is negative. So -2, absolute value is 2. How many spaces did we move from 0 to -2? 2. Here we will evaluate absolute values. So imagine you have Algebra 1 assignment, and number 1 is 51. What is the absolute value of 51? This is easy. The absolute value of 51 is 51, written without the brackets. Number 2, what is the absolute value of -51? The answer is 51. We always write the absolute value as a positive, even if it's negative, because we moved 51 units from 0 to -51. And number 3, we got -4.5. The absolute value, even if it's a negative number, will always be written as a positive 4.5. Or another math problem that you might have in Algebra 1 is write the pair of numbers that have these absolute values. So we have number 3. Let's get a number line. So from 0 to 3, we move 3 spaces. So the absolute value is 3. We could also move 3 spaces to the left to -3, and -3 also has an absolute value of 3. So which pair of numbers for 3? The answer will be 3 and -3. Same assignment, but this time we have a number 5. If the absolute value is 5, which pair of numbers? So if we move 5 spaces, number 5 is 1, but we could also move from 0 5 spaces to the left. And the answer is -5. So 5 and -5 will have an absolute value of 5. Next, we're going to talk about absolute values in expressions. So imagine your math homework assignment. Question number 1, 6 plus the absolute value of -3. That is the original problem. First thing we have to do is we have to find the absolute values, and then we simplify or solve. Absolute value of 6 is 6, and the absolute value of -3 will be 3. Keep in mind, absolute values are always written with positive numbers. Since we found the absolute values, let's simplify. 6 plus 3 is 9. Very simple. Question number 2. Absolute value of -5 plus absolute value of 15 minus 9. That is the original problem. We have to basically find the absolute values and perform the necessary math operations. So we will start with 15 minus 9. The answer will be 6, the absolute value of 6. And the 5, we just copy it without the brackets. Next, we add 5 plus 6. This time we write the 6 without the brackets because we found the absolute values. And next thing we do is we simplify or solve. 5 plus 6 is 11. Very simple. And the last problem of the day, we have the absolute value of 3 multiplied absolute value of -3 plus the absolute value of 6 minus 2. That's the original problem. We just copy it down. 3 times 3. Remember, -3 will be positive. Never write an absolute value with negatives. Plus, order of operations, 6 minus 2 will equal 4. We're still going to write it with the brackets, but now we will continue with the operation. 3 times 3 is 9. Always remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Plus 4. 4 is now written without the brackets. 9 plus 4 is 13. It's simplified, solved.